Hey everyone, I am back. Hello, hello, hello. It has been a lifetime since I have uploaded my last video, so I thought I would come in it with a bang and bring you what is new in the drugstore, what are affordable to do an amazing full face with, and yeah, this is the look I come up with. A little teaser, little sneaky peeky. This is what you can get from the drugstore. What I am testing out here in this video is, obviously you can see by the title, I am testing out the new Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. We are testing that. Yeah. And obviously we are testing the two main products, which is the collab with Revolution through Imogenation. We have the eyeshadow palette and we have the face contour palette. This video is something else. Before we head into the video, if you give this video a big thumbs up, I would really appreciate it, and subscribe. Obviously, I would love to see some new subscribers. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, right. I have my eyebrows on. I haven't got any new products relatively new from the drugstore, so I'm going to leave that. So I've got the eyebrows on already. I've primed my lids, ready for the Imogenation eyeshadow palettes. You've got kind of like the monochrome, is it what it's called? Holographic kind of moment going on. You can see it a bit more if I do that. And basically what she's aimed to do is, as you can see through here, you've got a row of like transition colours, and it is basically for every single skin tone. So I think that's amazing, and obviously for anyone who is a lighter skin tone, you have got the darker transition to play with as well. But I like it how it is very universal. I think she's done an amazing job. I'm going to do my eyes first. I never normally do, but I just don't want fallout. Okay, so we have a really nice big mirror in here, which is good because my mirror broke, so I need a new mirror. I think I'm going to go for something along the lines of like a berry kind of colour. I haven't done that in a while, so I think we'll do that because it's autumn. We're getting into the autumn weather. We'll pop that on. So I'm going to start off and go into, that one. So that's the nice, it's like a more of a cooler toned transition. Ooh, eye bogey. Ew. This is nice. I like this one. I can see me reaching for this palette a lot because it's got your perfect transition shades in. And obviously this palette is £10. You can't go wrong at all. So I feel like I haven't been on here filming, obviously, for a long time. I did touch on it a little bit on my Instagram stories. But basically I've got a little girl, if you didn't know, and she's been off school, and it's been an absolute nightmare to try and film. Like anyone with kids would know, it's hard trying to film and do all the bits what you need to do and have that kind of like everyday life what you would have if they were at school. So I've been kind of struggling to get into like a routine, and me and her, we very much need structure and routine. It is one of those things what needs to be done, and because it hasn't happened, I've just kind of like had to get on with it. And I'm one where I kind of want to post out quality, not quantity. So I'd rather be less consistent, as hard as that sounds, because I don't like being inconsistent, but I would rather be less consistent and give you a better video and be where my head is actually in the game. Whereas when she's here, I can't film when she's here. My head is not in the game. I'm sitting there thinking what she's doing. She'll be in the room with me. It'll be an absolute nightmare. So I thought I need to just touch on that. And I do apologise for anyone who has been wanting me to film, because I have been getting loads of messages and I feel so god awful. But I have explained my situation to the people who have messaged me. And I didn't realise how many people actually wait on my videos, which is really heartwarming, and it's really nice. But at the same time, they did understand. With obviously kids, it's a lot harder. If I didn't work and as well as be a mum and try and do this, it may be a little bit easier, but I obviously work as well, so it's a little bit harder to keep up that whole routine of trying to post every day and doing 3 videos a week. It's hard, so just know that I'm on the ball now, so I'm coming at you with some videos, okay? I've also got a video with Georgie coming. We filmed it a couple of weeks back, to be honest, but it's a 4-hour footage and I've tried to cut it down as much as possible and it's still a very long video. So I'm trying my hardest to cut down, but I don't want to cut everything out because we spent a long time on that video. Also, I will note, I don't like my makeup in it, and I feel like I was a little bit like I was under pressure filming the video, and I was just slapping on the bronzer like there was no tomorrow. And I have the most orange face you've ever known. So I'm kind of like put off by it in a way, and I kind of don't want to post it, but in a way it was a really amazing opportunity to film with Georgie, so we'll cross that bridge when it comes to it. I'll wait for the hate comments on my brown face. I'm now going to actually pack on some colour. I feel like I want to go right in. So I'm going to go in with Berry Blast, which is this kind of like reddy raspberry tone here. And I'm going to take that on like a smaller brush. I think I'm going to pack it right into my space. So if I just, what I'm going to do is just, flipping hell. Okay, that was a little dab, may I add. Holy sugar moly. Right, okay, so I think I'm gonna go for like a halo eye, as usual. Everyone hates my halo eyes. I feel like I'm not that good at halo eyes, so I like to push myself and actually keep trying. Like, everyone want to be like Mitchell, and I just can't do it. So I like to test myself, you know. So if my halo eye looks head, then yeah, I'm practicing while I'm filming, okay? At the moment I look like a raccoon, so we'll see. Oh my god, it feels so good to be filming. It is unreal. I don't feel like I am out of the loop as much because I have been posting on my Instagram, and I've been trying to do like a lot of kind of like arty-farty looks. I've been trying to really push myself. I have done, don't get me wrong, I have done a few looks which I weren't happy with and I did not post them. I deleted them from my phone and that was it, because I just weren't happy. And even though they took me hours, like I said, I would rather post quality than quantity. And some of the posts what I have done I absolutely love and I'm really proud of. But yeah, some of them, no Jade. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go into Trying It, which is more of like a deeper, kind of like mulberry colour. Is that the right word? I don't know. But I'm going to take, it's my Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and the pack inside I'm just going to take and I'm going to place it into my crease even more, just to deepen it. That isn't as dark as what I thought it would be. Okay. I may have to go in with an even darker colour, but it's okay. Obviously, because I haven't done my face, please ignore the mess. We will clean it up. When you do these kind of like eye looks, it looks a hot mess until you have finished and put lashes on. So I need to go into Limo, which is the black, with a very light hand. I'm going to use the same brush because it's fine and diddy, and it should just tuck into the crease. Okay, so what I'm now going to do is just quickly cut my lid, do the other eye. I'm just going to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, this in the shade C8.5. I'm going to use this and just cut my lid. I'll be right back because this is just a tedious kind of and then we'll play with the colour a bit more, finish off the eyes, and then we'll go onto the face. Halo eyes, bang my life, I can't do it. What I'm going to do on that halo bit is pop on Forever Friend, which is like a shimmery kind of pink. I'm going to pop that on with a packing brush. There we go. Oh yeah. Look at that. Ooh. They're quite creamy as well. They're not very chalky, which I wouldn't expect from Makeup Revolution anyway, but they're nice. I like it. Okay, now that that is down, I'm just going to go back in with Berry Blast, which is the raspberry kind of colour. Pop it on like a packing brush, and I'm just going to pack it next to that halo, just to blend it in a little bit more. Just a touch. Smallest amount, pop into the Limo, which is the black, and with the tiniest little bit, just deepen up the outer and inner in the shape of like a V, just so that it's got a little bit more depth on the outer and inner part. As you can see, the halo is on. The eyeshadow works absolutely amazing. Yeah, I really like that palette. So what I'm now going to do is move on to the face. So I'll zoom you out. And I've just stuck on some kind of like daintier lashes. I cut that one way too short, so it's hanging halfway through my eye. But we're going to ignore it. These are just the T lashes. I don't know what name they are, but I'll try and find out and I will link them below. My girl Tanya, let's just say we have something coming at the end of this year and I can't quite believe my luck. So yeah, that's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to try out a few new products. This one I have tried out before. This is the NYX Honeydew, I think it's called. Honeydew Me Up primer. I really like this. I've used this a few times. I really like it. It's a little bit messy, but nice. This is new. I've got the Maybelline Face Studio Prime. It kind of, I felt it on my hand, it kind of feels like the Professional. So I thought if I pop this all over my face and then I can pop this where my pores are, more around this area. So when you take this out of the bottle, it's literally like honey. It's really stringy, so it's a little bit messy, but it really makes your face like tacky so that your foundation sticks to it. With my Maybelline Face Studio Prime Pore Minimizing Primer. I'm just going to take that and just pop it through my worst areas and then just sort of like press it in. Revolution have just brought out their new foundation in the Conceal and Define Concealer, which we have here, and obviously everyone raved about it. It went viral. The whole concealer concept, it was just crazy. But look, it's like Nathan and me. Oh, I'm pretty sure this was £9. Quote me if I'm wrong. I will link it down below if I am, because normally I am. I got this in the shade F8.5. Now, I am a little bit fake tanned right now. I bought this thinking it would be darker. It's not really. And whoever is like new to my channel, I am not great at colour matching, especially online. The great thing is with Revolution, they have got a shite ton of shades. I think they've brought them out in like 24 shades. So it is amazing for a drugstore brand to bring out so many shades, which means high-end really have no excuse to bring out only like 8 shades in a foundation. So they have a wide variety of darker deep skin tones down to the palest skin tones. They have amazing variety, but for me, for people like me, it makes it so much harder to pick my shade. I tried it on my hand and I feel like it's gonna make me look like a peach. So please ignore what colour it comes out like. Who knows, it might actually be my perfect shade. Who knows? But just ignore the colour shade and obviously we'll see how it works. Like I'm gonna try and bypass what colour it is and go through what actually happens on my face. So that's the main thing. And if it isn't the right shade, I will just order another one. It's not as if it breaks the bank, so it's fine. Okay, so in this you get the same kind of applicator like you do. It's like the size of my freaking head. I'm literally just gonna do what, like 2 stripes? One there. Whoa. You get a lot out of one dip. So I did pick up, it's got hair on it, excuse you, the Revolution sponge, which is the Advanced Complexion Expert Sponge. I picked this up simply because it was on Revolution website and it was £2. I picked it up because I've always wanted that really sharp edge. It's like the dupe of the Morphe sponge, contour sponge, and I've always wanted one, so I wanted to get it. Okay, so I have just dampened this and look how much that has grown. Oh my god. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, lately I have been enjoying applying my foundation with a brush. So I'm going to do half with the Beauty Blender and half with the brush to see the difference. Personally, I do think I will enjoy it more with the brush, but we will see. This is just a dampened Beauty Blender, so we're going to see how it works. Okay, Casper is out to play. Seriously? What is going on? So I'm going to take a Real Techniques buffing brush and do the other side just to see the difference. I'm either too dark or too fucking pale. Oh, God's sake. All in all, how this actually looks, biding past the colour, because it is that kind of drier look, I won't need to powder, so I'm not going to dry it out as much, like, as well. So hopefully we can make this work. I will make it work. I'm so determined, it's unreal. Let's go in with the concealer. Now the concealer, I should have known, I have NC 8.5. So why on earth did I buy a foundation the same shade as my concealer? I have no idea. I have no idea. Seriously, Jade. Okay, so just gonna pop this underneath my eye. Okay, that's not looking too bad, is it? I don't know. Do you know what? I'm not actually that mad at the foundation colour. I think it has slightly oxidised because of how light the under eyes do look compared to the foundation shade, which is exactly the same. So I do think it has oxidised, which I'm not mad at because I needed it to oxidise just a tiny bit. So basically what you get in here is a little film which you just chuck away. So basically what you've got is your highlight shades for under your eye, which I am going to use to just set underneath my eye. You've got your contour shades row in the middle here, and then you've got some highlighter shades here. You've got a duo one which has got two kind of like goldy tones there, which I think I'm going to use. You've got one called Limited Edition and one called Angel Face. Angel Face is a little bit more of a goldier undertone, but yeah, you've got some really nice shades here. I do think she has catered for every skin tone, which I think is amazing. So let's go in. I'm just going to set underneath the eyes because I do believe they are creasing just a tiny bit. But I don't want to do too much because I think my skin looks quite dry as it is. It looks quite set. And when I feel it, my face actually feels like I've powdered. Which, you know, foundations, you can't get a lot of them. So that's pretty good. But I do need to obviously warm up my face as well. So I'm going to go in with... I think I'm going to go in with Pretty Heart, which is the lighter shade. It's got less of a yellow undertone for the under eye. I'm going to try this one. And all I'm going to do is just pat underneath, just to set this concealer in place. I don't really think I need to set the face. So what am I going to do? I think I'm going to go into Warrior, which is the middle shade of the contour kind of side, and just see if this picks up enough to contour my cheekies. Okay, so it's quite a cool colour, so I don't want to go too ham and make it look muddy. I will have to go in with a bronzer because this obviously hasn't got a warm toned kind of bronzer. That is actually really nice. I mean, you can build it. I like quite a strong contour, so I am going to build it, but that is quite nice. That's cut my cheek so nicely. So a little bit on my temples, just bringing it up. I like this. I'm just getting an eyeshadow brush. It's just a little bit fluffy. Just for my nose contour, I'm going to go in the same shade and just contour my nose. Okay, I'm going to pop this down just for now, and I'm just going to bronze my face. I need something a little bit warmer. So what I'm going to do is go into the W7 Life's a Beach bronzer. This is in Beach Please. No, see what they did there? Just a little bit and just warm up my cheeks. Just a tiny bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is go back into the face palette and we're going to highlight. Taking my highlight brush, my Y14 from Morphe. I'm going to take, I think, a mixture between Slay My Life. So I'm just going to rub, that's the duo. So I'm just going to rub into both of them. Because I don't think I want more of an icier one. So let's just watch this work. Oh, ooh. That is like the perfect highlighter shade. This palette is by far my favourite. Like, I love the eyeshadow palette, but this, I reckon this will get a lot of love. And I do think that this is something I will take away with me. This is something what I will travel with. If I'm going somewhere, if I'm going to an event, I will always take this with me. I think it's got everything you need. She's fucking killed it. She has killed it. She has rocked the game. She has upped the standards even more. I'm going to go back into my eyeshadow palette and I'm just going to smoke out the under eye. I'm going to go in with the OK, which is the transition colour we used at the beginning. And I'm just going to take that underneath just to warm up my under eye first. Take Berry Blast, which is the raspberry kind of colour. And then a little bit of the Limo, which is the black. I've never ever loved a mascara like I do this one. It is the Unlimited Mascara from L'Oreal, and the wand itself is just beautiful. It's a plastic wand and it grips your lashes like you would not believe. So if you haven't tried this mascara, what are you doing? Okay, now for lips. This little gem here is the L'Oreal Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in the Le Chocolat. This is in the shade Sweet Tooth, I believe. Yeah, 844 Sweet Tooth. It's the lightest nude I think they do. It is such a pretty nude. I'm going to line my lips quickly with the Revlon Colour Stay in the shade Nude. This is just a really, really nice natural nude drugstore lip liner. I'm now going to go into the liquid lipstick and pop this on, and then we're going to go finish with a gloss and some spray, and then we are finally done. Oh my god. These actually smell like, you know when you cook brownies in an oven? This is what they smell like. So I take the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline, and I just take it on top, and it just mixes in with the L'Oreal and makes it like a really comfortable lip. I love these L'Oreal liquid lipsticks, but they do dry out my lips a little bit, only because I have got dry lips, so they do dry out. If you do like a little bit more of a moisture lip, do that step. Put on some lip balm straight after, you're way to go. I'm now just going to finish off with a little spray from Revolution, which is the Hyaluronic Fix. It's the Fix and Spray and the Hydration and Plumping. Okay, so this here is the finished look. I am really, really chuffed. I love the way my face has come out. I love the eyeshadow palette. I think they are so worth their money. I don't know whether I did say, but this is £10 also. So you've got the face palette for 10 and the eyeshadow palette for 10. What I will do is leave all of the products down below so you can go and check them out for yourself. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad to be back, and I'm so glad that you have tuned in. There'll be a lot more videos to come, and I hope you can join me on them. It will be really, really amazing if you could. So yeah, that is it from me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or night wherever you are, and I will see you very soon. Bye.